Aidan Byrne. I'm the co-founder of Street Soccer Northern Ireland. And Street Soccer is a charity that uses the power of football to transform the lives of people who are homeless. This photo here is an image of when our team qualified from the group stages for the first time by beating France in the Homeless World Cup in Amsterdam last year. And I chose it basically because it captures the joy that our project brings to the lives of players, but also because it reminds me of some of the impact and the outcomes that we're having. So there's 6 players in the photo, all 6 of them are homeless, and after going through a support program with us, all 6 of those guys now have a home of their own. But furthermore, 4 of them also acquired full-time employment, and 1 is in full-time education. So those are the kinds of outcomes that we're aiming for with our project, and I want to tell you more about how we achieve that and about our model. First of all, football is key. Myself and Justin were working in a homeless hostel in Belfast, and we were seeing a huge amount, particularly of young men, who lacked a home, but also suffered other issues like addictions, mental health, isolation, lack of education, lack of employability, a lack of motivation and a lack of hope. And we began organising five-a-side football teams and five-a-side football games in a community hall, and immediately we saw that football could tackle some of those issues that I mentioned, particularly giving people motivation and giving people hope for the future. So football is key, but for us football is just a hook to engage people in more intensive support. So we build support packages around our players. Every single player that we have will have an assessment of their needs. So we look at everything that affects their lives, and then we'll try to link them in with support in that issue. So key to that process is partnership working, and we have brilliant partners in employability, in housing, in education, in addictions, etc. So whatever a player needs, we tailor a support package to meet those needs. Key to this also is bringing the partners to our projects. So for example, last Friday at our 11-a-side academy, we had an employability mentor, a pharmacist doing a smoking cessation program and available for one-to-one support. And we also had a housing expert helping people to access housing, but also to keep housing. So that's our model. It's about football to engage people, and then it's about structure, support and hope for the future. Using this model, we've now got projects across Belfast, so almost every day of the week there's football activities and support in Belfast, and also in Derry and in Dungannon. We run football drop-in sessions, 5-a-side leagues, tournaments throughout the year, an 11-a-side academy, and also the annual Homeless World Cup, which is 3 months of intensive support and coaching, culminating in an international tournament over 10 days. This here is our 11-a-side team, and last year we were lucky enough to receive seed funding from the funding network. With that seed funding in place, we piloted a project. We were able to attract an extra £20,000 through 2 other grant organisations, and this project now is sustainable, it's thriving, and we've had some incredible outcomes. So out of the 20 core group participants in this project, 10 people have found a home of their own, and 8 people have acquired full-time work. And these are astounding outcomes from the homeless sector, and now we want to replicate this success and offer these opportunities to women in Northern Ireland. And I'm going to hand you over to Justin now, who's going to talk specifically about our new women's project.
Hi, I'm Justin McMinn. I'm the coordinator for Street Soccer and also the co-founder with Aidan. As you just heard Aidan, he talked about the success and the impact that we have on men in Northern Ireland, and we want to replicate that and do it for women. So we've seen there's a great need for football such as street soccer for women. When we look at areas such as housing, we've seen that in the statistics that we look at, around 20,000 households presented as homeless last year in Northern Ireland, and around 20% is single women. And when we look at areas of mental health, we see that 1 in 5 people in Northern Ireland struggle with mental health issues, mainly women, and this is 25% higher than England. And those are 2 big areas that we help with in our street soccer program, along with employment, addictions, etc. So this will be a unique program. It'll be the first program of its kind in Northern Ireland, where we not only provide football free access, but it's also we provide the support package as well. So with the funding, we'll be able to run weekly sessions where they can come, and like I say, it's free of charge, and we'll provide kit, equipment, tracksuits. We can even support them with travel. We take away any barrier that they may have from being involved in sport and coming along. But one of the the other needs we find is with the women, they were coming along to the men's project wanting to get involved, but then it wasn't really working because, you know, if you come, your lady comes, there's like 30 men and it's really competitive. You know, it can be a bit of a scary environment and they can feel a bit intimidated. And also maybe some of the ladies are coming from, you know, previous abuse of violence from men, and it might just put them off. So we thought it would be great just to have a project just for women where they can feel safe and come and take part and reap the benefits from it. So what we do is we'll be attaching trips to our program like we do with the bands, because the numbers go up as soon as you mention trips. And so the goal is, for the first time next year, is to bring our first ever women's team to the Homeless World Cup, and it's going to be held in Norway. And we piloted our first women's program just over the last couple of months. We held like a tournament, the Five Nations Cup, and we invited other countries across to take part in it, and it helped us develop the first women's team. And these 7 ladies in the photos are still involved in the program at the minute, and they train every Monday night, and actually they're training tonight, and the numbers are they're starting to grow. But if we were successful in funding, you know, there's so much more we can do with this project, and we'd love to also grow it throughout the country and reach as many women as we can to impact their lives just like we do with the men. Thank you.
Yeah.
Questions?
In Norway, will they play other winning teams?
Yes, there's usually around 40 plus men's teams, and the women's teams are around 12 to 16, and they just play each other in a different tournament, but it's during the same World Cup.
From different countries?
Yeah.
Around 60 different countries take part.
Wow.
I'm sure there's probably quite a lot of professional footballers who would jump at the chance to be involved in a charity like this. Are you involved with any? Have you tried to tap the